sky so bright, so bold, it flew up high. It skipped through clouds, a playful arc, glowing colors in dark, dark.
Join me as I dive into the magical world of fairy tales to see what happens when Snow White meets the Little Mermaid. You know Snow White, the fairest of them all, with skin as white as snow and lips as red as blood, has been living her best life in the enchanted forest. She's got her animal friends, her cottage, and her handsome prince waiting in the wings. But what if she were to meet someone who's been living under the sea with a whole different set of problems and perspectives? That someone, of course, is the Little Mermaid's iconic red locks. One of the biggest conflicts that arises when Snow White and Ariel meet is the clash between their two worlds. Snow White's all about the land, the trees, the flowers, and the birds singing sweet melodies. Ariel, on the other hand, is all about the sea, the fish, the coral, and the waves crashing against the shore. They're coming from two completely different backgrounds, and it's only natural that they'd have different values and priorities. For Snow White, love is all about romance and finding your true prince. For Ariel, love is about following your heart, even if it means giving up everything you've ever known. When Snow White and Ariel first meet, they're like two ships passing in the night. They don't quite understand each other, and they're both a little wary of each other's differences. Snow White thinks Ariel's recklessness is a bit too much, while Ariel, they start to see past their surface-level differences and get to the heart of who they really are. Snow White learns that there's more to life than just waiting for Prince Charming to come along. And Ariel learns that there's more to love than just following your heart blindly. As they navigate their differences, they start to realize that they've both been living in their own little bubbles. Snow White's been living in a world of fairy tale cliches, where the prince always saves the day and the girl always gets her happily ever after. Ariel's been living in a world of underwater escapades, where the sea witch is always lurking in the shadows and the ocean is always full of surprises. But when they meet, they start to see that there's a whole world out there waiting to be explored, and that maybe, just maybe, their happily ever after isn't just about romance, but about self-discovery and growth. As they face challenges together, they start to realize that they need each other more than they thought. Snow White needs Ariel's sense of adventure and her willingness to take risks. Ariel needs Snow White's compassion and her understanding of the complexities of the human heart. And as they work together to overcome their obstacles, they start to learn from each other and grow as individuals. One of the biggest turning points in their story comes when they face a challenge that requires them to use all their skills and strengths together. Maybe it's defeating a common enemy, or maybe it's solving a puzzle that requires both their perspectives. Whatever it is, it brings them closer together and makes them realize that they're stronger together than they are apart. In the end, Snow White and Ariel learn that there's more to life than just their own little worlds. They learn that friendship and understanding can cross even the widest of oceans, and that sometimes it takes a little bit of chaos and a little bit of risk to find your true happily ever after. So, who do you think would win in a challenge between Snow White and Ariel? Would Snow White's kindness and compassion triumph over Ariel's cunning and resourcefulness? Or would Ariel's bravery and determination outshine Snow White's innocence and charm? Next video for more fairy tale crossovers and exciting adventures.